So as we're getting our body to relax here, the breath I'd like us to play with today is a deep inhale, and then make your exhale very long, so at least twice as long as what it took to do your inhale. And take a few breaths like this as I continue to chat about the intention and the idea today. This breath is so helpful for helping the body to come to a calm state, absolute opposite of fight and flight. And the idea is this is the same breath we take when we sleep. A good inhale, but a very long exhale. And so when we take this breath, sometimes we can even trick our body to get into that relaxed, calmer state. If you take this breath when you're having trouble falling asleep, sometimes it can help trick your brain and actually switch the chemistry in your body to make it think, okay, I guess this is sleep time, and then you actually fall asleep. So this breath is so helpful, so good, so relaxing. So as we go through our class today, the idea is relaxation and also imagining that our body's like a cave and we're trying to explore and almost map out all the different caverns from the inside. And so we're really trying to be present with our body, present with our experience. And through the course of this class, we're trying to get into more or less all the muscle groups, helping them all to feel good and open. So take one more good, huge inhale, that deep, relaxed place, and exhale is at least twice as long. Good. And from there, let's take our first stretch. We're just going to stretch the arms all the way up overhead, like we're waking up first thing. And we're going to take the shape of a banana. So start grabbing onto your left wrist and scooting your shoulders off the top right corner of the mat. Left ankle over, legs to the right. And just feel all of these muscle groups through that whole side body stretching out. And you can be passive or you can be active here. You could push against the connections of ankle and wrist, or you could just simply relax into this shape. Neither's right, neither's wrong. It's up to you and your body to be with this experience, to see how this area would like to be explored. So we're going to take a few extra breaths here. One more good inhale with that extra long exhale. Good. Return onto your mat. Start to switch the sides. And then we're holding onto right wrist, arms off to the left. Right ankle over, legs to the left. And enjoy this part openly. Whatever quality you chose before, more of the relaxed or more of the pushing against the connections, try to take that same quality here. And maybe already noticing if left and right sides have any difference at this moment through these muscle groups. Enjoy another huge inhale. Super long exhale. And as we start to return our spine onto the mat again, let's bring our legs into happy baby pose. Trying to grab onto each edge. You can have movement on the hips or you can have stillness. Just notice how each feels. We're going to release the happy baby for a moment. We'll come back to it right after this and just notice if there's any difference in our body. To help our core warm up, start to curl your forehead in toward the knees. Take a nice exhale. And inhale, stretch legs toward the base of the mat, arms toward the top of the mat. Just a little bit of core warming up. So exhale, curl in. Inhale, lift. And let's do 4 more. 3. 2. And 1. Good. Heading right back to happy baby. Notice if there's any differences already from being just a hair warmer. Maybe your body receives this pose slightly deeper. Good. So from here, keep the right hand exactly how it is. Release the left hand. The left foot can plant, or you can extend the leg long. If you're extending long, keep a little bit of energy on this left side so that the hip doesn't lift as we try to help this right knee open even wider to the right. Foot stacked over the knee. Feel how this opens hip and even into the inner thigh. So nice and slow, 5 times. Let's try to straighten the leg as much as we can with holding the grip still. And then bend the knee back to happy baby. And we'll repeat that 4, finding length and bend. 3. 2. And last 1. When it goes back out to the half happy baby, then keep the knee bent out to that side. The foot comes in toward the torso and switch your grip out. So right hand is at the knee, left hand is at the foot, or like the cradling position. And you can cradle with rocking the hip out, or you can be in stillness, just hugging it in. So find whichever version helps your hips the best right now. Just a couple of breaths to go deep. And as our second knee takes bend again, release this right knee to cross on top of left knee, a deep cross. Thighs come in, let's grab onto each ankle or each knee if that's too hard. Good. I like to use the strength of my arms to help pull this in as deep as it will go. But if that's not the quality that's right for this cavern, this deep hip area that we're trying to explore, then you can find a different quality, backing off a little bit. One more good inhale. Long, slow exhale. And then keep the legs as they are. Open the arms out to each side. Let the knees fall into the twist to the left. Maybe gaze to the right side, giving the neck and the spinal twist. And as we're breathing here, just notice how the breath is different than normal. The twist compresses the belly, so it makes it so the breath isn't able to go quite as deep. But explore through these caverns to try to see which lobes of the lungs you still are able to take that deep breath through. Where can I still breathe to allow it to go deep? One more good inhale. Exhale, hips return down, but keep this thigh crossing still. Like an eagle's pose, right elbow winds under left elbow. Try to wrap the palms if possible. And touch the fingers to the ground right above the head. As you relax the shoulders down away from ears, start to explore through those caverns. Deep connective tissues right into the shoulders. The elbows and legs wound like this. Let's take 7 crunches. We inhale lower at the start spot. Exhale to crunch, touching elbows and knees. And inhale again. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome. As we release the arms, drop this right foot down. We're taking the half happy baby with left. So if you extended the leg long before, start to stretch it long now. Left foot is over the knee. Continue to pull down and notice what connective tissues are opening up there. Really deep areas, deep caverns. Imagining the inside of our body is like a huge Carlsbad cavern. It's one of the biggest rooms that we have, and just be amazed by how expansive it is. And all these little offshoots through our limbs. So for the 5 times, this left leg trying to reach its way up as straight as it can go with the grip still, and bend it back down. Taking the repeat for 4, and down. 3, 2, and 1. Good. As it starts to bend again, take it into the cradling position. The right hand takes the foot, left hand at the knee. You can rock it or you can hug it. Another huge inhale. Exhale, the right knee starts to slide in. Cross left leg tightly over. Grab onto each ankle if you can reach. Pull it in until we feel deep hip connections open. And start to release. Take the twist over to the right this time. Spreading arms nice and wide. Feel the back space starting to relax. Deeper and deeper into the twist. Maybe gaze over your left fingers this time. And as hips start to return down, find find them resting with the cross still. Left elbow under right for eagle's arms. And fingertips try to trace to the ground right above the head as the shoulders press away from ears. Feel all that spaciousness, areas that maybe hold tension for us. Is starting to loosen up now, or giving it the permission. Good, going through the 7 crunches, take an inhale. Exhale, rising up. And 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Arms spread back open. Relax the feet, planting them about as wide as the mat. Do a few windshield wipers, left and right. And the next time the knees go to the right, let them stay. Maybe right ankle comes and rests on the left knee. Bringing the left into the internal rotation, you got it. Whole new area to explore right there. So just take one more good inhale. And exhale, drop the right foot. Take 3 wipes, so over to the left, over to the right, and then stay to the left. As long as the knee's okay, left ankle can rest on the right side this time. Good inhale, and exhale, relax the foot. Take a few bonus windshield wipers to help loosen up anything that might have received tightness from that stretch. Everything in the hips and the knees are feeling good and loose, not too tight. And then when that feels happy, let's work our way up to a seated place. If you'd like to roll a couple of times, that's fine. Otherwise, coming up is also great. I love it too. Go for it. Okay. Whenever you're up, go ahead and take the feet like cobbler pose, but further today. Full foot forward. Just allow your spine to start to lift and then relax all the way forward. I know that I'm getting into it really well when I can drop the weight of my head down and I feel the weight of that pulling all the muscles of my back all the way clear down to the low back into a nice stretch. Just try to release into it. Good opening. The left hand to the left knee, straighten the left arm, and then free up the right hand so you can shift your nose over the right knee. What this does is get into those low back muscles on that left side. Start to explore through those caverns, helping them open. Try to send breath directly to that area. As we start to go through the center, switch your hands out, right hand on right knee, try to straighten the elbow, nose is over left. Turning forward. Take an extra breath. Good deep inhale. Super long exhale. And then we can start to roll all the way up. As we rise, the spine is lifting tall. A hand can just rest on each shin. Drop the right ear to the right shoulder. And I'm muscularly trying to make this left shoulder drop. By dropping it down, it helps the stretch intensify. Good. Head starts to float back up, and then switch it out, left ear to left shoulder. The right muscularly tries to drop. Good. Head comes back up. Allow the legs to go nice and wide. The right hand or the right elbow is on the inside of right leg. Start to push that elbow or the wrist into the thigh to help lift that left shoulder, pulling it back. Left arm reaches up to the sky and over. Imagine you're a person exploring in this cavern. That would be a fun dome shape to try to climb through. Almost like going through the Arches National Park or something. Use the next inhale to help inflate us, rising all the way back up. And then left hand or left elbows down. Right shoulder peels back. Right arm up and over. Inhale to help us rise. And once we've risen, pick up the knees so that we're planting the feet again. It's still super wide. Let both knees fall all the way over to the left. Once they've rotated to the left, continue to walk your hands to that left side until the hands are all the way behind you. Your spine's kind of winding itself in a really good feeling twist. Nothing too hard, not forceful, but it's just letting these areas open up in such a good way. Take a few extra breaths just to feel this spot. Good inhale, super long exhale. Good. Start to return, and then flip the knees all the way over to the second side. Take the twist to the second side. Now as we return, let's take our legs underneath us and let's start to explore through some cat-cows. So just feel how much your vertebrae wants to open and stretch up and down. And 2 more. And spine back to neutral. Let's tuck the right toes at the back of the mat. We're pressing back so far that we're helping that right calf stretch. So I need to lift to feel it, but you don't have to if you can feel it by just pushing into that right calf. Is that enough? Nothing wrong with that. Good. And then from here, as we start to release, take this right leg directly to the right side. We're tucking the back toes. We're going to come up to a nice higher kneeling place. A half camel, left hand to left heel. Hips go forward, And then reach this free hand up and arch it all the way back. Good inhale. And exhale. As we come up, let's let the spine decompress, dropping down to elbows in front of us. If you can flatten the low back, that's what helps my muscles pull into the inner thigh. Getting a little bit deeper there. Good. Coming up to hands. Continue to circle this right foot up to the top right corner. Sinking hips forward, we play with the lizard, so we can stand hands, we can take one elbow or both elbows down. Coming back up onto hands, we're going to take yogic squat, malasana. So lift up the back knee, slide the left foot up to the left top, and then start to squat all the way down. Our elbows are pushing into the knees, helping the hips to rotate open. Spine's trying to straighten, but if the balance is off, that's okay. 2 more breaths. Good inhale, slow exhale. This hand start to drop down. Let's straighten the legs, turn the toes forward, allowing the hamstrings to get a good opener as we dangle down. Good. Sliding the hands up the shins, take a half lift. And dropping the hands back down, start to walk the feet back to plank or kneeling plank. Holding here for a moment of stillness for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Scoot yourself forward to lower down. And just choose whatever back bend feels good right now. Doesn't have to be super deep, could just be a sphinx, could be a cobra. Either way, let's gaze over our right shoulder. Gaze over the left shoulder. And pressing back for just a moment with child pose. Allow the spine to open. Feel yourself lifting into downward facing dog, pedaling out legs if that feels nice. Sometimes that's a great way to get back into those calves. And dropping down to knees. Left foot tucks in the back. Press until you feel the calf stretch starting to open nicely. Almost like a deeper cavern. It's like it takes time and patience and real effort to get there. But when we're there, it feels so nice. Good. Starting to come out. Let's swing the left foot to the left side of us. High kneeling place, tuck the back toes. And this time it's right hand to right heel, hips forward. Left hand starts to free its way up and backwards into the back. Inhale. Exhale, rise up, drop to elbows. Helping the spine receive a nice decompression as the inner thigh perhaps gets its chance to open as well, depending on your tightnesses. Good. Back up onto hands. Left foot points to the left top. We're in lizard. Maybe lower into elbows is fine. Okay, back up onto hands. One more malasana. Lift up the back knee. Slide the right foot forward. And as we squat down here, set up the posture with balance. And maybe adding a little twist. The right shoulder slides down. Right hand down. Left hand up to sky. Good. Back to normal malasana. And left shoulder down, right hand up. And back. One more good inhale. Slow exhale, hands drop down, straighten the legs, turn the toes forward. Next inhale helps us rise. All the way up. And hands to heart. From here, standing on left foot, cross the right foot in front. Reaching up overhead, grab onto right wrist. Pull that wrist high, and then continue to lean the right wrist over toward left. Good. Rising up, switch it out, standing on right, crossing left, grabbing left, and pulling right. Beautiful. Back up, release, shift your weight onto left foot, grab your right foot into your right hand behind your back, quad stretch with the balance. So knees close together, tailbone starts to scoop under and forward. And if you still need more for that quad, let the knee trace backwards an inch or two. Going even further if that's what you need to get into the quad. Good. Moment trying for dancer's pose. So maybe flip the grip on your foot to inner arch. Left hand up. And it's mostly about the kicking of the foot into the hand. Another inhale. Exhale as our torso rises. Take this right knee in front of us. Left hand to that right knee. Right hand opening to the twist. The shifting of the gaze is the hardest part, so try to find something to look at that's not moving. Good. Returning forward, we can drop right foot down and left foot behind us for quad. Yeah, find that solidness already. You did good. So if you're feeling quad stretch, great. If you need more, try the tailbone scooping under and forward. Maybe try pulling the knee backward an inch. Feel that deep cavern. Maybe that's a cavern we don't explore that much. Feel those muscles. Maybe heading to dancer, right hand up. Start to kick the foot into the hand. Inhale. Exhale, rise. Try to bring this left knee in front. Right hand takes the knee. Left hand opens to the standing twist. Good. Returning forward. Left foot plants. Right knee opens into tree pose. You can choose how high it wants to go. Feel your balance. Feel the spine lifting you tall. start to rotate this right knee forward. We get back through warrior three. And bend this standing leg to very softly land. Arms float up, warrior one. Keep the front knee bent as the hands clasp behind the back. And we pull into the shoulder stretch. Good. As hands come back down, sweep the arms back up to warrior one. Take an inhale, exhale, warrior two. And we'll take 3 cycles going between our extended side angle and then reversing it. Back hand lands on the back leg, stretch up and back. 2 more. Last one. Good. We're stopping at the warrior two for a moment. And then rotate our thighs open to goddess pose on this side. Start to squat down already. And we'll do 5 arm circles to each direction as the legs do tiny little pulses up and down. So when you're ready, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Arm circles switch direction. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Turn the toes forward to this long edge of the mat to take the wide angle forward fold. Hand position can be whatever you prefer. They can be up on the ankles, they can be reaching through the legs. It's whatever is working really well today. Beautiful. Hands start to walk up toward the top of the mat. We're going to shift our weight into that left foot. So as we come with our weight off that leg, hands go forward, supported warrior three, or perhaps continue to float that leg up higher towards standing split. Maybe hands walk in, maybe fewer and fewer fingers on the ground, maybe one hand wraps around ankle or bowl. One more good inhale. Exhale, completely release into forward fold. Good. Next inhale to rise. Hands to the heart. Lift the tree to the second side. So left is the one that rotates open. Maybe it climbs up. Posture still growing tall instead of sinking. And then as left knee starts to come forward, kick it back through that warrior three. Bend the standing leg, gently land, warrior one, arms sweep up. And clasp the hands behind to bow forward, shoulder stretch. As hands come down, you guys. Take the sweeping of the arms up with an inhale. Exhale, rotating to warrior two. Three cycles. Exhale to go forward. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, backward. Inhale, warrior two. Two more. Last set. Beautiful. Turning to goddess one more time. Already start to squat down. And we'll do 5 and 5. So when you're ready, start pulsing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reverse it out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Straighten the legs, turn toes forward. Start to bow all the way down. If you want a new arm position, that's fine. Otherwise, choose one that works really well. Rotating the toes back out, bring a hand to each inner knee. As the hips sink back a little bit, lock the arms straight and lean the torso forward. This helps to press the knees open like a frog. You got it. So what I like to do from here is start to rotate my right shoulder forward for a slight twist. And then my left shoulder. Beautiful. Returning, we're going to straighten the legs, drop the hands to the ground facing toward the top of the mat. As we shift our weight onto that front foot, the hands go forward through the supported warrior three, or perhaps continue to lift the leg for the standing split. A good inhale. And when you're ready, exhale, everything falls down, forward fold. Inhale, half lift, long spine. And exhale, slide the hands down, planting them. Step walker, jump the feet back. You can take child pose, down dog, or a flow, whatever feels good. Like another chance to feel the calves, perhaps pedal the legs out one more time. As we come all the way down to sit, take the legs out in front of you. We'll have the left foot down first. Right can be in cross leg, shin stack, or knee stack, whatever makes sure that the hips are not rising. Good. As we're here, right arm crosses over the body. Hook around it to pull it in for the shoulder stretch. Sometimes even drop left ear to left shoulder, exaggerating it even more. Good. As we start to release from here, the right hand comes to the base of the neck. Pull it midline, and if the head hunched forward, push back. Make sure you're feeling the tricep stretch. Good. Leaving the right hand, left hand tries to make the connection. Hands try to grab behind. If not, that's okay. Grab your shirt and just keep the top elbow pointing up, the bottom elbow pointing down, and you'll feel the stretch through tricep and deltoid. Good. Another inhale. Exhale, release the arms. Drop the hands down. Make this about the hips now, leaning forward. And then as we rise up, try to keep this right foot still crossing over as the left leg goes straight. If that's too much for the knee, just cross it in front instead. Good. Left hand or left elbow connects to the knee and take the spinal twist. Posture lifted up tall. Use that long, slow exhale to introduce you into the twist. As we start to return forward, a little counter twist. What we'll do is plant both hands to the left side, and we'll start bending the elbows to lean to that left side. Maybe even elbows can go to the ground. It is okay for this one to lift the right. It's more about how it pulls the spine into good length in a counter direction to what it was just doing. Good. Starting to rise. Now we take the right one down first. Left goes for the cross leg, the shin stack, or the knee stack. The left arm comes all the way across the body. Maybe right ear goes to right shoulder. Head up. Take the left hand to the base of the neck. Pull the elbow midline and push the head back for the tricep. Try it on this side. See if the right hand can make the connection underneath. You can always grab for the shirt if it's not quite making it on this side. Just keep that top elbow pointing up, bottom elbow pointing down, and you'll be in a good spot. This is my tighter suit too. I think it's because I'm right-handed, and so this shoulder on the right side gets a lot tighter. 3 more breaths here. With the arm release, we start to melt our way down. Loading up. Try to keep the left foot crossing over as the right leg straightens out. Hook the right hand or the right elbow, set the spine up tall, and then use that long, slow exhale to introduce you into the twist. So we release a moment with the counter twist, planting the hands to the right, or maybe going to elbows. We can lift the hips as we lean over. Okay, and as we rise up, we're starting to head toward Shavasana. If there's any last poses your body would love to do first, go right ahead. Eventually making your way to Shavasana only when you feel good. As we're here resting for the next few minutes, Let's try to return back to the breath that we started with. Good deep inhale. The exhale is longer, slower, very peaceful, very restful. Let the breath be the journey that takes us to the caverns that teach us who we really are under all the layers that our ego likes to build up. Discovering and exploring just by breathing. And inhales and deepen exhales, long and slow. Introduce little movements back to the body, fingers and toes, ankles and wrists. Stretching out like we're waking up first thing in the morning. Eventually enjoying a nice fetal position over to one side. Perhaps 3 or 4 more breaths as we're coming back to our body, back to this space. As we join our hands together in front of the heart, we recall all that we've explored about our body, all that we've felt and learned. And in our mind's eye, it's like we've mapped out this physical body from the inside out. We've helped to heal and nurture it, to lengthen it. And so as we continue to travel into the rest of this day, let's have this idea in the back of our mind of exploring our body to continue to try to help it out based on what it feels like. And imagining that the world is something to explore, just like we did today with our physical body all over. So with this fun attitude of exploring to lead us on, let's wrap up the time we got to share together today with the sound of Om. Deep inhale now. Om. May we be filled with light, and happiness, and peace. Namaste.